And of course, Paganini, like Beethoven, he had one foot in the 18th century, one in the 19th. He was a very controversial figure because he was almost like a rock star of today. The way he played the violin, the kind of music he composed, even the way he conducted his life. He was not necessarily a person of great moral character. That's an understatement, having read about him a little bit. But so for the earlier generations, the people who were used to something like this, like Mozart, which is amazing, beautiful, lovely music, Mozart, but it evokes Versailles or something. But then you hear Paganini. It's just a little different. We're not in Kansas anymore, so we're not in Versailles anymore. It's just such a different mindset. And I'm also thinking a lot about how much the world changed, or at least Europe changed at this time. Around the turn of the 18th into the 19th century, you had two revolutions, the American and the French Revolution. That monarchies were falling. Napoleon also. And so it was just a change of consciousness that had happened, in addition to all the political changes. And the Romantics, like Mendelssohn, like Liszt, Schumann, they admired Paganini. They almost idolized him because they saw the seeds of themselves in Paganini, in this freewheeling approach to music. And so the first of these, though, doesn't really sound like a rock star music. The first of these arrangements sounds very much like the Mendelssohn I just played. It's the same key of A flat, and it's a similar mood. It's like very peaceful. I think of running water or flowing water in a stream.
Here's the beginning of it. There's also
a Chopin Étude that sounds quite similar, the Aeolian harp Étude. Are they all plagiarizing each other? Is that what's going on? I think these people lived at the same time, more or less. Paganini, Schumann, Chopin, and there's just sometimes similar results happened musically. And I think it just goes to show that we are all products of our time and place more than we might think, as were they. And finally, I think there was no copyright law at that time, so they didn't think about whether or not they were plagiarizing or sounding like each other, but these pieces all do sound quite similar. So here's the first of these Schumann Opus 10 arrangements of Paganini. Let me crank this up just a tad and I'll play.
Yeah. Couldn't figure out whether it was going up or down. Okay.
Thank you.